most companies are realizing that that to sort out the world's problems, they should use their entrepreneurial skills to get out there and speak out and tackle the world's problems. And it's fantastic for employees of a company that is really trying to make a difference in the world to feel that the company is more than just a money-making machine. And I think if every company can, every single company can adopt a problem, we can get on top of most of the world's problems. I also think that business leaders look at things slightly differently sometimes than governments, and we can look at problems in a entrepreneurial, business-like way, and I think we can see ways of sorting out problems sometimes the governments can't. If you take the drug problem, for instance, South America has suffered enormously from the war on drugs, and it's been going on now for 50 years, and it's a failed war. As a businessman, I would have closed it down 49 years ago. We as business people look at where are there better ways of dealing with this problem, and we can see countries that decriminalized drugs years ago that no longer have a drug problem. Countries like Portugal, countries like Germany, and yet countries that continue to lock up their young people and criminalize their young people. The war goes on and more people get hurt, and the only people who benefit are the courts, the police, the prisons. They're the beneficiaries of it. So a wonderful man called President Cardoso, who used to be president of Brazil, he set up something called the Global Drug Commission a few years ago, and I'm one of those commissioners, and we studied it in great detail, and people like Kofi Annan are on the commission, and we're urging governments to start treating drugs as a health problem, start looking after people who have drug problems, start regulating drugs, not leaving it to the underworld, use the tax from the sale of drugs to build schools, to set up clinics for people who have alcohol problems or have drug problems, educate people into the dangers of taking drugs, and in that way you will get on top of the problem. And it'd be great to see people in this room pushing their governments towards this.